The Project Kuwait. Learn, live.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of The Project. And in this episode, I'm sitting down with Fit Marky, one of my old friends and an old trainer at a gym that I first started at a few years ago. He sits down with me and he talks about the dark side of training, what we don't hear and what some of the trainers at these new boutique gyms don't get, of how hard the grind is at these big box franchise gyms and how much they actually have to work in order to make ends meet. And for Mark, it didn't come easy, but he luckily had a lot of clients and a lot of people thought he was a great guy and a great trainer, which he is. He's unbelievable. And not only is he a great trainer, he's also a great dad, and we touch on that a little bit in this episode. And I think it's a great perspective to see the other side of it. And it could be, you could call it the ugly side of being a personal trainer, or you could actually call it the good side or the best part of being a personal trainer, because I think from what Mark was saying in the interviews, he grew a lot, and he actually grew out of his role at the franchise gym and started his own thing, and that is blossoming right now. And he's enjoying it because he has more time with his kids. So he's really turned into a self-motivated entrepreneur, and you got to respect that. And so without further ado, here's my interview with Fit Mark.
All this and more in today's episode.
Welcome to The Project. I am joined here today by an old friend and an old trainer, someone that saw me do a lot of stupid stuff back in the day. My old buddy, Mark. He's a great trainer, and I brought him on the show because he's an awesome trainer, an awesome dad, and I think he stands for everything that, you know, that we're trying to do in the project, which is, dude, like highlight people like you that, you know, walk the walk and talk the talk, which is amazing. And I saw you doing that when you were a trainer back at a gym I used to go to, not naming any names.
No names, okay.
I know, no names, But, I mean, I used to see how you used to work with your clients there. You cared about their movement patterns. You cared about a lot of the small details that not a lot of trainers look at. And I think that to me was a highlight of when I saw you the other day training someone on Facebook. I think I was like, wow. I was like, he's someone that I really need on the show because I'm sure you have a great story, a great background. You know, you can highlight something that not a lot of our listeners hear from, the side of, you know, the trainers in the normal box gyms, not the big box gyms like, you know, where they're getting paid crazy money and they're doing crazy PTs and stuff. And,
exactly.
You know, they have the easy life. I think this is going to benefit a lot of trainers that have it really easy, and maybe they need to work a little harder. You know what I mean? And I think it's just awesome, like, you know, how you are as a dad, dude. I think that to me, when I saw that post the other day of, you know, I left my job.
I quit my job, full-time job, and this is where I am right now.
To do PTs.
Yeah. PTs.
So you can spend more time with your kids.
Spend more time with the family. It's all about the family at the end of the day.
Yep.
You know, and then you kind of have your own income with better options. You know? By the way,
yeah, so dude, tell everybody about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Coach Mark. I've been going with some screen name. They called me Fit Marky. Well, they called me Marky, so I just added the word fit. So I'm a guy who loves fitness in terms of training, and this is where I can tell myself that I'm good at. This is where I pay my bills.
Where did it start?
It started actually, man, I came in Kuwait back in 2005.
Wow, you've been here for a while.
I've been here for 13 years, man.
Damn. You've been here longer than me,
I'm like
dude.
A half Kuwaiti, half Filipino, you know?
I know, dude. You've definitely been here a lot longer than me, man. Wow.
Exactly, yes. I never thought I could be a trainer on my life. I didn't plan for it. It just happened. I came in Kuwait back in 2005. I didn't even know what Kuwait looks like. I just do some research before, and then I found out that it was, you know, came from war between another country, and then that's what I know. Then I came here because my girlfriend now is my wife. She bring me here, and you know, we started living together here since then. But I never thought to be a trainer. It was just there. I used to be a smoker,
Oh, wow. I didn't know that about you,
I
dude.
was a smoker.
Wow,
man.
yeah, me too, dude. Wow, dude. So what got you into fitness, though? Because I see how you train. You've done triathlons. You've done a lot of, like, fitness challenges. And I've seen you train at the gym. You're an absolute beast for a guy your size, by the way. Like, I've seen you pull some serious weight for your size.
Yes.
But how did it start? I mean, did you just pick up a basketball or, like, what was it?
Naturally, back in the college days, I was into a lot of sports, but not really good at, if someone tells me, hey, we're going to play some basketball, I can pick it up and do some shootings there. But running as well at the same time, I was good with it. I can feel like I can do it. I did a lot of sports. But when I came to Kuwait, I was surprised that, man, I can do this. I mean, after quitting smoking, I feel like it's a totally different body. And this is where it started. I mean, I wanted to tell my friends and tell them how amazing it was to have a better breathing and you can run as much as you can. And then from there, it's funny because when I was working in the security field for 3 years, mostly on the CCTVs. Then I came to office job after that. And then I just came along with reading a lot of articles between people who are fitter than me. And then I just realized, why would I not do it? I mean, it's good. But it's all because I was starting with, after quitting smoking. That's the turning point, how I became a trainer. And then I started training from there. One of my friends told me, you know what, Mark, you're a good trainer. You can motivate people to do this exercise. Because I started with my friends. Train them for free.
Oh, wow.
In Salmiya area, we used to do a lot of fitness circuit training, body weights without any equipment. And I just find that maybe I could get a better job with this. And then one day I just realized I have to be a trainer. And I quit my office job.
Oh, wow. Good for you, dude. Office jobs suck. Office jobs suck, man. Office jobs
I used
horrible,
to do
dude.
in the office for push-ups every time I had some breaks.
Oh, dude, I do the same thing. No, I do the same thing. Like, people don't understand, like, if you're in the office, you get through like 10 emails or something, and you're sitting down for 45 minutes, your legs go numb. For me, they go to sleep. And the guy I work across with thinks I'm nuts. Like, I'll walk up and we there's 3 people in my office, so we have desks all aligned, and it's almost like a zigzag. So one day I just kind of jumped up and did a Spider-Man onto the desk and just started doing, just jamming out some push-ups. And, like, people don't understand how good you feel when you actually do work out at your desk.
This is the thing that I'm mostly more passionate about. It's not about you becoming sexy, you get a six-pack, or you becoming more muscular. It's more onto that, people on my age right now, I'm not going to consider I'm old, but we're there, we are in the middle age.
No, we're old, man. We're old.
But to feel great, I have this mentor that I considered my mentor, Ruben Sharma. He said, if you don't feel great, you can never be great, You have to be feeling great. And the only way to do that is to get some workout.
Yep. It's 100%. Yeah.
100%. And it affects all aspects of your life, the way you think, the way your moods and your attitudes. It's there.
Yeah. The mind follows the body.
Exactly.
Yep.
So this is what I always say with my clients. It's not about the weight. Yeah, more people would be very focused on the weight when they say the scale. But after the workout, there's something.
Yeah.
That
it's that release of endorphins that you get.
That's the endorphins
It's just that
thing.
shot of endorphins, I feel good from doing this. And you're right. I mean, everyone with social media now, it's like, I want that six-pack. I want this.
We've been there.
I know, dude.
I give up already.
Right, dude. I know, me too. It's like, I'm not going to sit the rest of my life eating boiled chicken and boiled rice, all right, with salt and pepper.
Man.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It is not feasible to have the body that these guys have in these magazines.
What they saw in the media, it's doable. If someone challenged me to do that and pay me some amount of money, I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah, challenge me and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is it worth my time to do that? Eating all this crap, because I did it before. I was challenged with one guy. I was young and I tried to prove myself with this. But I feel awful with the diets and eating these things that's not more naturally sustainable in the long term. So I just realized it's not for everyone.
Yes.
It's not for everyone. Like, you are a guy who works in the office for 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You have a kid.
So yeah, let's circle back to the office. You were doing your offices. You quit your office job.
I quit my office job. My wife says, "Are you crazy?"
Like every woman. I mean, my wife calls me
because
nuts all the time.
the offer was a little bit lower than what I have in the office job, and the sustainability and the incomes are going to be affected with my decisions. But I just said, I just want to be a trainer.
Yeah,
that's what I felt. I mean, I feel like doing it. I feel stuck on the four corners of my desk and doing some push-up. I can do push-ups in the gym. That would be better.
Yeah. It's understandable, man. Totally understandable.
So I went there. I was so into it that I sent my CV to these local gyms. You know what I said? Just accept me.
Yeah.
For free with the first month without salary. I could work.
Yeah, just let me in.
Just let me in because I just want to have experience in training people and work out myself, because I've been reading a lot.
Yeah.
Before that, I've been reading a lot, and I was so eager to try it to a real person, So I have the opportunity to work with this corporate gyms, and this is where the story begins.
Oh, really? Really? Yeah. Nice. So
that
you were
was
doing
like 6 years ago.
Corporate training with yeah. Okay. So was that the same gym that I was going to?
Yes.
Was that your first gig?
That was one.
Wow, man, you knew a lot coming into it.
I didn't expect that it will be on that way because the first time I sent my CV, nobody taking me seriously. They thought I was crazy. Yeah. Applying for a job and telling them, accept me for the first month without salary.
Yeah. But
I was crazy, man.
But you know what? If I get a CV like that, I'd be like, I'm hiring this guy. No, because you were passionate about it.
I was really passionate about it. Yeah.
I remember because I signed up at the gym. I think before you even started working there, maybe. When
I was there before you.
You were there before me?
I was there.
With Chris and his brother?
Yeah.
Those two crazy
guys.
They
came late.
Those guys were nuts.
I thought no names, man.
Yeah, man. No, anyway, no last names. No one's going to know.
There's a lot of Chris anyway.
The only people's going to know is Francis, and we don't really care about him. But in general, I didn't know that was your first gig. That's awesome. So how'd you have such an extensive background? Because I remember seeing you teaching people how to squat. I remember seeing you teaching people how to prevent shoulder injury. That was a big thing that you were big on. I remember that. I remember specifically seeing you with a client that was deadlifting, and you were walking them through the deadlift step by step, making sure that everything was perfect. And, I remember seeing your guys that were deadlifting. None of them had straps. None of them had belts. It was just, pull from the ground, use your legs, push through the ground. And I remember when once, and this was when I first started working out, everybody, he walks up to me and he goes, "Dude, you're doing a squat." I'll never forget that. You come up to me, you're like, "Dude, you're doing a squat." And I'm just like, "No, man, but I'm lifting good weight." You're like, "Yeah, you're squatting like 150 kilos, but can you deadlift it?" And then that's when you gave me that cue of, push through the ground, push your feet through the ground, not pull up and jerk out of a squat position, which was, it was a good cue because a lot of people will go into the squat and they think, okay, I'm going to get down as far as I can, or they'll get into a deadlift. And if you don't know what a deadlift is, go onto YouTube. You can see, you just type in deadlift and anyone can find the deadlift,
But it's a different thing when you try it by yourself for the first time. And if someone is not really aware of which muscles are going to fire up when you do that.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're going to be squatting instead of deadlifting.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's a very common mistake. When I started in the gym, of course, I have to try it myself. That was trial and error for sure.
Because deadlift is more posterior chain, which is more of your back, your back of your body.
Pushing.
Yeah, whereas some people will go quad dominant.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
There's different types of how you can do it. Depends on the guy's skill level or the way they are. If they are really new, that's the hardest part. Deadlift, when you teach it with someone who's really new to the gym, it's a lot of cueing. You start with the stick or the empty bar or some sort of bands, and some people are quite kinesthetic, so you have to touch their
Yeah. You got to give them a poke. Yeah. Not a lot of trainers do that. That was one thing that I remember with you.
You have to poke it, and then they feel, oh, I should feel it there. Yeah, you should feel it here, man.
Yeah.
And then some people are good with visuals. they had to see it. You do it, and then they get it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's different types of coaching everyone is quite different, but there's general guidelines on how to coach with that one. And deadlift is one of my favorite. I have a guidelines for deadlift.
Yeah, really?
Twice your weight. You should be able to deadlift, man.
Twice my weight?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm there.
You're there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Pretty
dude.
strong, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm there. I'm lucky. I'm blessed with stupidity. Yeah, someone dude, you've known me.
Yeah.
Come on, you've seen me at the gym in my early days.
I saw you having
I throw as many plates.
Exactly.
Do you remember when I broke that bar? When I broke
I still remember the bar's still there.
Yeah.
Drop it off, man.
Dude, well, look, but that's, in my opinion, sometimes that's how you learn, is through reps.
Yeah, through reps.
You learn through reps. And smart people like you. So, all right, let's go back. You started at that gym. Okay. Yep. We probably met a year later.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did it go from there? After you said, I'm going to work for free, and you started, did you work a month for free, or did they pay you?
Oh, they pay me.
Well, they're cheap, so I'm surprised they didn't say, yeah, do it for free, man.
No, that was the other gyms. The small gyms.
Yeah.
That are more here locally. So I didn't go there. That was
good for you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get involved in the steroids either.
No, man.
Yeah, dude, you've never done steroids, which is something I've always respected out of you.
Nothing, man. I'm not. I have my what you call this ethical thing in myself.
Yeah.
People who use it, it's for them. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not gonna judge anyone, but we're really good at judging people.
Exactly, I know. If anyone wants to use it, who gives a crap?
Exactly, you use it, man.
Just don't compete against me. Right, dude.
Some guy said, "Are you using one?" I said, "I'm never going to be using it. Not in the future. I don't know. I meet a lot of people who have this, but it's their thing. It's different. Everyone has their own thing. I have my own thing, so I'm okay with my body.
Yeah.
I'm not into that. So back to the gym. Within almost 2 years, I just keep growing with my learning. I learned from different trainers. I just felt like I have to dig more details because I was feeling like I was new in the fitness industry, and all the guys that was there was ahead of me for like 13 years, 10 years. But not to offend them, I can feel like I know some of the things that needs to be learned, like the nutrition side, like the recovery thing, and the way you train. But most of the learning I had was self-taught.
Yeah,
I always dig readings, like anything that related to the trainings and nutritions. I always there, so I always improve myself. Although the company has recently they made this academy. That was just 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. So it's up to the trainers. The information is there. You have your account, you have your login, but it's up to you if you're gonna use it for your benefits. Mm-hmm. But mostly not. They just swing it.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. That's what I appreciated about you. I mean, there were countless times we sat down and had a coffee, and before I'd warm up, and we just shoot the breeze. And, we've touched on nutrition, and, you were one of the guys that I remember saying, dieting isn't the way. Just eat right. Just eat healthy. I don't believe in diet, try to eat good.
Yeah. See, people has this misconception.
Versus there was a trainer, okay, same gym. He was like, dude, go do some clenbuterol or something. Go do this. Go take this. And I'm like, no, dude. I was like that. And I remember that trainer. He dropped like 15 kilos, like in a snap.
Just like that, yeah.
Yeah. And it's
the magic man.
Yeah, dude, you can see the magic man. You can definitely see the magic man.
The magic man.
But I appreciated that out of you, that you were very knowledgeable amongst a lot of trainers where you should have been managing to an extent.
I was thinking about going that way, but this is the reasons why I tend to stay on my path. I was having the chance. The company was there, and then I just realized they have these options where I could go for head coach, teaching this coach to improve there. I was there actually implementing this and suggesting this, that they have to do this, trying to teach the other new trainers. Actually not new, but they are in the industry, but quite not really upgrading the skills that they needed. Because for me, I was hungry.
Yeah.
I was hungry with knowledge. I always read. I buy books from different, for self-improvement, okay? even psychology to deal with the clients, even going to the subconscious mind. So I was there
Yeah.
trying to reach to the point where how can I understand this client? How can I be in some ways where I can influence this guy to change his behavior on diets and workouts? So I was there. I was always improving that. Then I came across with online training. I did that, which in my corporate gyms, no one does.
Yeah.
I did the nutrition on the other side because the one that we have was not really enough. So I tried to improve.
Corporate gyms never give enough on nutrition. It's like 1 page. And it's like, dude, you should be giving me 20 pages.
You were there when we trained with
Yes, I forgot
that
about
was
that.
the Olympic, Olympic strength conditioning.
Yeah, strength conditioning and therapy.
Yeah, that
and
was.
I remember me and you were two of the guys that was like, answer, fall asleep. I remember that.
It was there because it's there's something.
There was benefits. There were benefits. There were definitely some benefits.
You can
to that
take
course.
one that would be more beneficial with the client. So that's the thing with learning this kind of courses. It's not for like this is the thing, but you just pick up what's good for you.
That's the important thing with any course. You pick up some.
Some are not really make sense, but at the end of the day, it will be better. It's still better that you went on that course.
Yeah.
So at least you can pick up something that would benefit.
I mean, when he went on about myofascial release with the foam roller.
Did you try it?
Dude, you're never going to release the myofascia. It's impossible. It's almost proven by science that myofascia is like bound. It's
the muscle fiber together.
It's like cotton candy. I remember he showed us that video of how it's like cotton candy and they took it out and how hard it was to rip. And it was like, you'll lessen the tension in an area. But when he was talking about, you can really break up the myofascia, it's really, really difficult. And it's something that he touched on. And then he kind of went back the second day and was like, oh, yeah, you're only going to get this, and that. But it was a good course for what it was. And I remember it was like, you were on fire that course. Yeah. Usually I'm trying to be the teacher's pet and you were kind of like bang, bang, bang.
I can't help myself, when you sit down there and do nothing and just talk. Let them talk and you have something to talk. You have to stand up and, share your thoughts about it. So at least everyone would benefit.
No, that's true. 100%. So, all right. You're there. You're at this gym, corporate gym. And they're global, by the way. It's a global corporation. You're there. You're training people. How tough is it at a gym that you were at compared to some of these other big box gyms? That are more of the upper echelon where you have these trainers that are paid crazy amounts and they're doing half the work. How much more difficult is it?
The difficult part comes with the hours. I used to work, we have a shift, you work with this kind of shift and then the next day it will be changed. The schedule already, but the thing what's the hardest part was I spending more time in the gym than spending time with my family. I have my family here. I have my wife and 2 kids. Back then it was okay. I was really into it and I didn't have that much load of clients. But, when you train clients and they start preaching your work and you have good results, then your clientele become from 10 to 16 until you reach like 21 clients.
What was the split, if you don't mind me asking, of
they start with
how much the gym takes and how much you actually get? Because I know here there's a big discrepancy. We had a guy that was training at a place, I can't name names, and they were taking 15 KD. They were charging 20. They would take 15, and then they would charge him an extra 3 KD. He'd only come out with 2 KD.
Wow.
Yeah.
The takeout was 2 KD?
His takeaway was 2 KD.
That sucks, man.
So I was curious, like, what was the split with you guys?
I would say from 2 KD, it was way more than that.
All right. 50%, or did you guys
I reached to the point where I reached 60%.
Oh, that's great. That's amazing.
When you in the corporate gym, they don't care about your effort. It's the numbers.
Yeah.
Whatever you do,
numbers, yes.
It's always the numbers, and even how awesome, how awful your trainer is. If your number shows that you've been doing a lot of sessions, then that's the main point from the gym, from the management. They want that numbers to be staying there or even higher.
So you were getting 60%, but what was the average?
I went to most of the guy had 40%.
Oh wow.
when you start. I started with 40, and then I increased. I
So that's what,
upgraded.
9 KD per client. If you're charging
Well,
like
see, the
13 KD
sessions
per client or something,
mostly
right?
the range between 19, 17 KD per
Okay.
session.
Yep.
So you take 40% of that.
All right.
But that's not the wrap up there. You know what's the wrap up?
Right.
Before you take the commissions, you're gonna deliver 30 hours of sessions.
Oh wow, dude.
That's what sucked. That was
that's
tough.
horrible.
That was
that's
tough, man.
horrible.
That's like equivalent of I'd say 360 KD
Wow.
hour.
Wow.
Equivalent to 360 hours. So that was the deal. But when I started, I didn't mind this. You know, I was like, Adi. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm here. They accepted me. The guys that came from other gyms, when they went there, they feel like they are being rubbed off or something. But for me, it was see, if you most people who knows me, they know I'm a very positive guy. Whatever you throw at me, I'm just gonna laugh at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I always believe this: less resistance, you have more peace on your mind. So whatever the corporate gym throws at me, I just accept. You know what? Give it to me. I was just like that.
You need, dude.
You know,
That's
this was, and a lot of trainers would complain. You know, Mark, this is too much. And I've been working so hard. I said, look, dude, we are here. We still get paid. I got clients. Clients, you don't have to talk to the clients, by the way. But you know, some clients had this feeling. They kind of, what's wrong, man? But I don't want to share this. But now that I'm here, I could share some of this. The hardest part was the hours, you know, because I have a client who works out at 9 in the morning to 10. So I have to be there by 9. Then I have a client from there, 10, 11, then have a break, have some coffee. And then I'll finish at 9 in the evening.
Oh, so you're working 9 to 9.
9 to 9.
Shoot, man.
That was the days where, you know, there's a March rush.
Yeah.
People want to straight up.
Yeah, everyone thinks they can lose freaking 20 kilos in a month. Yeah.
But that was the rush time. So people come to me and...
That's your bread and butter time, because summer it dies. Summer it must die.
I know the season where it goes up and where it goes down. And so you're going to be working like 9 hours to mostly 12, 11 hours. And then I came to realize, I came to this, why I started shifting my focus instead of grinding myself on the gym. I went to the point where they put me, you know what, Mark, you did well. Congratulations. Now you're going to move you up to a platinum trainer. So I was there, you know, and then this platinum trainer would have like free time, you know, but to be honest, that free time doesn't mean you have to work 5 hours, 5 days a week. You still have to do more than that because you're going to reach the certain numbers of sessions. And it was doable. But again, you're going to be burnt out. You know, I feel guilty when I face the client at the end of my shift, like the 7th guy or the 8th guy. Your energy is just down.
They usually get the crap. They
don't get that, you know. But I was trying my best. You know how many coffees I drink? 6 a day.
Wow.
6 a day.
Wow.
Just to give me that push, like, hey man, what's up? How going on,
I know,
man?
dude. I know, dude. It's
you have that energy. You cannot face the client with a, hey man, okay, today I'm gonna be full body. You cannot bring that kind of charisma or aura in the gym. You have to be like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hit it up. Come on.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
what the value that these clients buy for you.
So what was your darkest hour? Like what was your worst? What was the breaking point for you? Like where are the worst parts?
That was the time where I feel like from having 60% commissions, I dropped to 50 because I didn't reach the hours that needed. Because I went for I played triathlon. This is my thing.
Yeah.
So I was doing triathlon.
Yep.
And I told my manager, like, I'm going to go for a 15 days break. So, but that was the final event. But before that, I was training myself.
Yeah.
Like I have to wake up like 4 in the morning to do a cycling for 80 kilometers to train. And then I have to go to the gym and try to fresh up. And then, that was really tough. And then after that, with all those, grinding workouts and training with clients and training myself, Then I came back and they said, you know what? You didn't hit your target. So we're going to put you down to 50%.
Ouch.
I was like, uh-oh.
Ouch, man.
Then I just realized this can't be sustained. There should be a better way out. And before that happens, I came across with this guy. I always follow this guy. His name is Jon Goodman. Very good guy. He established this personal training development center. I've been following the guy. I've been reading this guy's book, and he actually influenced me to be more of a guy who trains seriously and make a time for myself. You know, he taught me about
your quality is going to be better. I mean, common sense. Your quality as a trainer will probably be better.
Exactly. So I was on this forum and receiving these newsletters from time to time. So it changed the way I think about having freedom. And he taught me about having this freedom number. He told me, once you get your freedom number, you can calculate actually how many sessions you should do and how much you should need. And once I get that, then I tried the course that he invited us, like the online training academy. And this is the turning point why I move out from the corporate, because once I established the online training and online coaching, it's a different thing. It's still going on right now. It's very new. I don't know if a lot of guys doing that the way I do it right now, but mostly in Kuwait, I still didn't meet someone who had this kind of platform that I have. I have my online, I have my own website, and it's kind of integrated the whole thing. So he teaches me this one.
Awesome. Give me all the information so I can put it into the show notes, and people can, don't worry. As soon as we're done, send me all your links, and we'll definitely get that up.
So that was part of me where I told myself I can do this on my own, and this is where I left the corporate gym, and then I said, you know what? Let me be they call us a fit entrepreneur.
Okay, awesome, dude. Yeah, hey, man, you're busting and hustling yourself, man.
Yeah, so sense. I rented so part of the plan was I just didn't leave a corporate gym without a plan. So I rented a space, a private space in Salmiya. I had my own boxing studio right now there that I use personally, and I bring my clients there. So this is the thing that makes me pay some bills and builds me confidence that I can do it. And then when I finally now outside, I can tell the difference, very huge difference.
Yeah, I can see it in you, man. I can see it in you. You actually want to talk to me now. Before I'd walk up to you and I'd be like, hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? You're like, yeah. And it would be like 8 o'clock when I'm coming in after work and you're like on your way out. You're like, all right, see you later, man. And it was like, I could tell there were days where you were just exhausted. I could see it. You could see it in someone's face. And it's like, I understand, man.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same goes.
One more question. Sorry, not to cut you off. Sure. How lucky are the other trainers at other gyms around here that don't have to put in these hours? Or, how lucky are some of the other trainers at bigger gyms? Like the more
high-end
gyms. Yeah. How lucky are they?
Well, they are there, and the clients, let's see, there's different types of clients, and this is what I know.
Don't get me started. Let's not talk about clients. Okay. We'll have a field day with this one.
See, they're lucky in terms of the clientele.
Yeah.
People will be willing to pay the service that they offer, and once these guys saw the value of what you can offer, actually, you are not expensive, and the rate that they're charging is way, way better.
Okay.
It's way better. There's the low end part where I meet a lot of trainers in this field. I would consider myself in the middle line because of the charges that I take right now. But now it's getting better with me because it's all mine.
That's good. Yeah, no, it makes a difference.
I don't have to charge higher because this is all the charges that make sense to me right now.
Yeah.
And this part, there's a lot of low end trainers that charges very, you can't imagine sometimes. It's just, I've been on this local gyms here.
Yeah.
I had to be there because I have to train myself. I don't have this facility.
Yep.
So I'll go there and train my clients, bring them up there, and they just go there with me.
Okay. Wow.
So I'm still on the game.
Yeah. I mean, you're still on top of
yeah.
the game, dude. I know. I see what you're posting, and it's amazing. And it's amazing to get your story because you started at the corporate gym, and I saw how much you worked there. I saw how hard it was. And then to see you, I was so proud for you. I was so
Thanks,
happy
man.
to see you, dude. Because I was like, yes, he finally got out of that shithole. No, the gym wasn't bad. It was a good gym. Like, definitely was a good gym compared to the rest.
Exactly.
It's a little bit higher than a hotel type of gym, but it's a good gym. And, the trainers there were, for the most part, good, better than average, better than some of the other gyms around here. But, I mean, it was so good to see someone like you move out of that and get into doing your own thing, managing your own hours and being your own entrepreneur and just kind of, busting at it and not getting only 50% or having someone tell you, look, if you don't give me 360 KDs, I'm not going to give you 1 KD. That's just messed up, dude.
Exactly, man.
That is really messed up. Because
hard,
I know some trainers that are taking, their take home is about 70%.
For one session.
Yeah, for one session. And that's with no, you have to train a certain amount of hours.
Like 30 hours.
Yeah. Some gyms will do the higher hours you train people, the more percentage you're going to get. So they could start at 40% and work their way up to 80%, which is good. But at the same time, the gym you were at was very different than other gyms in terms of...
They have their own way of structures, and I can tell this. I can see that most of the other gyms who would like to improve their earnings, they are going on that way. And right now, as I heard with them, they are trying to make it more a tighter system. I'm not sure, but if I have a time to explain it, it's like you have to reach 100 hours to get 60%. If not, you're gonna be falling to 50% or 40%. Worse, if you don't reach the target, you're not gonna get the amount that you expect. So that was tough, man. And for me, even if you are having this 80 or 70%, at the end of the day, what's important to me is your own time.
Yes. Yeah.
You can dictate what time you should be working.
You can train.
You can train. You can schedule yourself, because I do myself. On Sunday, 9 in the morning, I train myself.
Yep.
And that's the time that I train. And after that, I take clients from right now 10 to 11, then 1 to 2, and then I go home.
So how's your modality with clients? You still doing a lot of the boxing stuff? I mean, because I know you do what the client likes to do.
Yes.
I'm very
flexible.
Yeah, you're like, I want you to come and work out with me every day, so tell me what you want.
Yes.
And I love it because you teach them in a good fashion, and you make them want to come back, and you make them want to follow up themselves. I remember you, out of the rest of the trainers there, you'd be like, okay, you're going to train this with me for this week. You have 2 sessions with me. This is what you're going to do for the next 3 days. And that was amazing, because you used to, some clients would be into the boxing thing. Some clients would want to just do cardio, and I'd see you having them, do the rower, do the elliptical machine, do the treadmill, or just, try and do the circuit training. And I appreciate that you always look to see what the client wanted.
Which is what I learned from this training. That's why it's called personal training, because this guy has a different needs. They might have the same thoughts about, I just want to lose weight. But at the end of the day, this guy has a certain amount of mobility and his personality. I always look at the personality. Yeah. If this guy's quite competitive.
How would you train me?
You're quite competitive, so I'm going to
beat the shit out of me.
That's how I train. I mean, I look at you, and if you're a guy who kind of a laid back person, I'm not going to go, come on. No, that's not going to work. You just have to go on his level of type of training that could really help him. People with a very competitive attitude, that's the one that I really like, because I can go there and think, let's see if you can do this squat properly. If they don't, then I try to progress this guy. Yeah, it's too much, and we do some.
See, that's what I loved about you is you would work on the progressions.
Yes,
you would work on the progressions, and I remember you were very set on progressing yourself, and when I was trying to bench press. I think it was, I don't know, the biggest dumbbells at the gym because I was a dumbbell myself at the time. And you walk over and you go, dude, you're gonna hurt yourself.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
And I was like, will you help me? And you said no. And you just walked away. And that's the moment where I was like, this guy is awesome.
A lot of guys will be really into the weights, and then they just forget about how eccentric pace and the way you have to feel your muscles when you do that. And it's been there, and it hurts your eyes to see that. Sometimes, I was watching this guy, coaching this guy, and then one guy over there just, I can't help him because I'm on the guy right now. This guy paid me the hour session. So, it would be rude to leave him and help this guy out. But it's hard, man. Especially deadlift, man.
Yeah.
When you see those back.
Trust me, I know, man. I know when you just see their back curl over and you're like,
it hurts, man. It's just because deadlift is one of my very favorite exercise. If I can work out one exercise, I go for deadlift.
Yeah,
that's
think,
it, man.
Yep. It's definitely fun too. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So what about being the dad now? Tell me a little bit about your.
It's awesome, man.
Like I see you with your kids swimming, doing so much with your children now.
This is the thing. I don't know. A lot of trainers would have the same situation as I do right now because my friends, my colleagues, they live here alone. They have their girlfriends or but they don't have the kids. I was the one who's having kids, and I was telling them I have to go home now. Sometimes I cancel the sessions because it's just too much. I have to go there, but. Being a dad in Kuwait, it's very challenging. And now that I have the free time, I could really appreciate the time that I'm with them. You can hear them laughing at some certain movements or TV shows that it's just not there when I was very busy at the gym.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Exactly. My daughter is 4 years old right now, and I just love her, man.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. We got to set up a play date. Let our kids. No, seriously, let's meet up at a playground or something. I got DJ. My son's 4 now.
She's 4?
Yeah, DJ's DJ. He's 4 years old, and I try and get him outside all the time. So whenever you guys go to a playground, give me a call, man. Seriously, we'll let the kids play together, dude. It's so hard here. It's really hard raising kids, especially with trying to find friends and find the right friends or find the right kids for them to play with, but. So let's not go. We'll save a whole another episode
for the kids.
To talk about the kids. We'll even do a podcast at a playground. I don't really care, but I mean, it's so you're happy now.
I'm way much better. I have the time that I could develop myself. I always read books right now, and I have audiobooks as well.
Yeah.
So. In terms of developing myself, I have more time. I have more time with my wife and the kids. It's way better, man. And when I train the clients, I don't take too much clients.
Yeah.
Some days I train like 5 guys. That's it. That's the max. And there's breaks in between.
That's amazing because at least
I can dictate the time.
Yeah, and you're giving them 100%. Like you said earlier, you're not coming to them burnt out.
Yeah,
I'm important.
Totally fresh, And some of them just bring me some coffee before the boxing sessions.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're still getting your coffee in, huh?
I still get my coffee.
Oh, that's amazing, dude.
This time it's much better.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, so before we end, what is we're called the Project Kuwait. In general, what's your project that Mark's working on?
Right now I'm working into having this facility that I will be looking forward to have my own place. I'm looking for a partner that right now I'm talking to 3 guys, and we're in the process of throwing ideas. What will be this facility it's not a gym. It's a studio. That's what my plan is. Right now I'm trying my best to learn the marketing. It's fun. It's fun, when you market your service, and it's fun and you get the feedback. So I'm there. So the project for me in 2020, have my own training facility that's not into a regular gyms. That's the project. In terms of coaching, I would really love to coach the coaches.
Yeah.
This is on 2019. I'm going to be going to Dubai and do this assessment course.
It's amazing.
I was supposed to do last November, but something came up. So I said let me do it next year. So that's the project. Training the coaches, because I believe if I could...
They're all full of crap and you can help
exactly,
them out.
Man, it would be very good to teach someone what I know and what should not be done. And in terms of how because there's a lot of good coaches there.
Yeah.
You know what's missing? They don't know how to market themselves.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes those coaches, in my opinion, the ones that don't market themselves enough and they stay low key, they're the better ones. It's the mainstream coaches that I fear. Those are the ones that I'm kind of like
the famous one.
Yeah, they're the most. They're the scariest because they're the ones with the shredded six pack, the big biceps, the big whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone, sometimes like I remember falling into this pitfall of
you did.
Oh, I know, right? You remember who I used to train with? It was I used to say, okay, I'm going to train with this guy because I want to look like him. My genetics are different. And he was on so much juice anyways. Like, he was doing so many steroids that there was no way I was going to look like him.
You didn't know?
No, I did. Of course I did. Okay. But it was still at the same time, like, sometimes you'll train with someone you want to look like. But in reality, training with the guy that doesn't look a certain way or that doesn't pitch a salesman attitude and doesn't sell snake oil, as they would say, doesn't sell BS, that's the guy you want to train with. Sometimes I'll look at Instagram and the most of the people that I follow are in like the low 1,000s and they're the ones that have the best content. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing at times, but I mean, that's an awesome project you got going, starting your own facility, becoming a train the trainer coach. I think you'd be amazing at that. I think you have a lot of knowledge to drop out there.
I would really love to share what I learned and just keep learning. I couldn't consider myself in this side. I look forward meeting a lot of trainers and coaches in the field of fitness. And for me, once I talk with the clients, I can feel like I really hope the best that I could really change this guy's behavior or the way he look to train and diets. I don't believe in diets, and that's what I thought. And if someone comes to me and talk about the diets, I said, that's not gonna last.
Yeah.
That's not gonna last.
100%.
So I'm just more into changing habits one at a time. And it's more ideal. And this is what I do. And most people would come to me and ask, how do you train with your clients? Do you do this kind of workout? Do you have this 20-minute workout? It's fun. It's fun. It's working out like quick, but what's the point?
Yeah. Yep.
What's the end game of that? Do you just want to be having a workout or just want to train for something? It's a different matters there. So for me, I always go with the training where I can really change. If this case is not on my field, I would be happy to refer this guy, especially those injured guys with worse scenario with some really chronic pain. So we have to refer. This is what I learned also. If it's not on your field, refer out.
You're awesome, dude. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. And I'm definitely going to have you back on here. This was fun, dude.
Man.
This was a lot of fun. Jamming with you was a lot of fun tonight, dude.
Sure.
I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, dude. But thank you very much. And
thank you for
we're definitely going to do this again.
Sure, man.
With the kids?
With the kids.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. You can also find us on Instagram at the Project Kuwait. Thank you, and join us next time.